The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
Rivalry renewed here on a Saturday night at Arnold Field. The Stompers and the Crawdads for the third time here in 2026. The second trip the Crawdads have taken here to Arnold Field. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin on today's Stompers pregame show. And Nate, it's nice to be back in the win column. Sonoma got the job done against Alameda last night, 9-6.
Yeah, and it was a really solid performance. The pitching was really strong up until that ninth inning. I thought the lineup was really impressive. It's been getting hot over the last couple days. 3 different players hit a home run. Hunter Carlson got his third of the summer, and then Mike Jones and Gage McCown got their first. It was a really nice day at the plate for all involved.
Yeah, you can hear all that offensive outburst and a little bit of pitching as well in the highlights from yesterday's win to get back within a game of 500.
Off of 2 straight losses, the Stompers returned to the friendly confines of Arnold Field and got started with a bang against the Merchants.
Open stance from the right side. Jones hits this one a mile to left. Chasing back, Lashak, it's way out of here. A no-doubt shot from Mike Jones. Just his second game at Arnold Field. He delivers a 390-foot home run to left.
That was Mike Jones's first homer of the summer. But just as quickly as Sonoma took the lead, Alameda tied it back up.
1-0. Is hit into center field, and it's going to fall in front of Chase Taylor. We have ourselves a tie ball game at 2.
Jones would retake the lead on an RBI sac fly in the bottom of the third, but in the fourth, another Stomper would join Jones in hitting his first home run of the year.
Hits the 1-0 and hits that one high to deep left. Looking up at the wall, and it's out of here. Gage McCown will touch all 4 bases. His first blast of the summer doubles the Stomps' lead, 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th.
The Stompers' third and final homer of the game, though, would be hit by a man more accustomed to long balls at Arnold.
Sees the 1-1, hits that one high to deep right. Johnson looking up at the wall. It is gone! Grand slam, Hunter Carlson. The Stompers have opened up this one, 9-2 in the bottom of the 6th.
It's the first time all summer Sonoma has had 3 home runs in a game, with Carlson hitting his third of the CCL year. But the Stomps weren't out of a clear yet with a 9-4 lead in the 9th.
1-1 pitch. That one's lined down the right field line, sinking fast. It dunks in for a base hit. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes Bitter. The throw comes to second base. A 2 RBI single for Kai Loxa. And all of a sudden, here comes the tying run.
The last time Sonoma held a 9-4 lead in the 9th was Game 1 of the CCL Championship last year. Sour memories for sure. So, would the Merchants complete a 5-run comeback?
Delivers to the plate. This one's bounced towards second. Uripero sets his feet, fires to first. Ball game over. Stompers hold on to beat the Merchants by the final score of 9-6. Stompers get the job done, Nate, and that's thanks to the power surge from Sonoma. Home runs from Carlson, McCown, and Jones. 2 of those guys back in the lineup today in the 3 spot and the 4 spot, and Carlson and Jones. Sonoma, you can't rely on the long ball every night, but it was sure nice to have it last night.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be easy to repeat against Walnut Creek pitching, one of the better teams in the CCL for a reason. But each night is a new opportunity for either team to get back on to continue what they're doing. Walnut Creek riding a W9, Sonoma having really nice power surges as you mentioned last night. But then even against Menlo Park, you had 6 extra base hits. None of them were home runs. It was all triples and doubles. So the Stompers lineup certainly starting to get hot.
And they have a good guy to get hot on the mound to back you up, and that's Luke Zamolik, the grad guy on the Stompers roster, at least for the first half of the season, and he's been magnificent so far, Nate. 5 innings pitched over 3 appearances, no hits and no runs.
Yeah, he has been sensational. 3 strikeouts his last appearance, allowed his first base runner, and that was partially due to an interesting call at home plate that completely changed the at-bat. Kind of fell apart in the 3rd inning, but got back on track. I'm curious to see how long he'll get stretched out against this Crawdads lineup.
Yeah, I asked Stompers manager Zach Pace about Luke Samolik and the veteran experience he brings to this ball club on today's Saturday edition of the Stomper Report.
Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Skip, nice to get back in the win column yesterday, but it's been an up and down year. You've gotten wins like that, complete wins, and then you guys have struggled the next time out. I asked you yesterday sort of what repeatable things do you want from yesterday's win. I guess what's like one thing that's the focus today to play clean?
Yeah, I don't know. Just we just want to go in with a fresh mindset. You got to go do it all again today. That's all, In baseball, you got to show up every day. You got to be consistent. I was talking with the guys earlier about the biggest difference between this level and the next level is consistency. And, being able to just show up to the yard, get your work in, try to get better today, and then hopefully show up and, have a good game. You know what I mean? That's always the goal, and being consistent with our play, being consistent with our approach to the game and our process of, getting ready for the game, I think are all important. And, kind of whatever happens in the game, but it's about the process and, like, what you're doing beforehand to prepare for the game. And I feel like our guys are in a good spot.
Let's stay on preparation. Your starter today, Luke Zamolik, he's just turned 24. He played 5 years of college baseball. He's talked to me. He's talked to some of the other pitchers about how dedicated he is to his pregame routine, getting loose, making sure his body's ready to go every time he goes out, and he hasn't given him a hit yet in 3 appearances. What have you seen out of him? What makes him so effective?
Yeah, I mean, he's an older guy with a really good arm, commands the zone with 3 pitches, and he just, he's attacking hitters. He gets them on the defensive mode. He's a really, really good arm to have, and I'm hoping he gets to go on to go, play some professional ball. I definitely think he's good enough, and, looking forward to seeing him again today in his start, and hopefully he does well.
And then let's move to the offensive side of the ball. This is your 3rd different leadoff hitter in as many games. You go to Misael Europero today. He's another guy on base over 400. He's done a good job. Leads the team in walks. What gave you the confidence in him to give him the leadoff nod today?
Yeah, I don't know, changing it up a little bit. I like his approach. I've been liking his batting practice. With Tino going down today, having a day off, how to get somebody else in there. So I just wanted to, try him out. He's been swinging it good, I feel like. And, he's a good ball player, has a good awareness of the zone. And, hopefully he can do a good job for us today.
And then just moving one spot down the lineup, you go with a righty, Kays DeRomelaar, hitting 2nd. He's a guy who's gotten a lot more run the last couple days, and the biggest thing that stands out is he doesn't strike out. What do you like about his bat-to-ball skills and just his overall game?
Yeah, he just does everything correct. He's a really good ball player that's going to grind out at bats and, do whatever it takes in the situation, whatever the situation dictates. And he's a really smart player, and, he's going to be aware of the situation and trying to do what's best for the team. And, he's been swinging it pretty good. And I really wanted to get a right-hander in that 2-hole. I did that yesterday, and I thought, I really liked that, and kind of just breaking up the lefties a little bit and lengthening the lineup out a little bit. So hopefully it works again for us today.
And then on the power side, you guys hit 3 home runs yesterday, one from Hunter Carlson and one from Mike Jones, who are now hitting 3 and 4 in your lineup today. It seems like the lineup has a little more juice lately.
Yeah, hopefully it keeps on trending that way. Yeah, those two are really good hitters, and I know that's not going to happen every day, but it would be nice, if it happens again today. And they make the lineup a lot stronger when you have some fear kind of in the middle of the order of guys hitting it out of the yard. They have to pitch a little bit different to them. So hopefully they get a chance to get some good pitches and square some balls up today for us.
And then last one for you. Back end of the bullpen, it got a little dicey yesterday. How quick are you going to be to make a move in the late innings?
Yeah, it's all situational. We have a lot of arms today, a lot of guys to get in, so I can have a quicker hook if needed, and we'll just play it how the game rolls out, So hopefully it ends up in our favor, and we play a good ball game, and we don't have to have too many of those stress situations.
Thanks, Zach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Stompers trying to keep those winning ways rolling and make it a 2-game win streak heading into Sunday's matchup with Alameda. But Nate, Walnut Creek's red hot. 9 consecutive victories to get Brant Cummings' team to 13-4 on the season. They beat Sonoma just a few days ago by the final score of 8-2 out in Walnut Creek.
Yeah, but I truly believe that these two teams' first game is more representative of what the rest of the season series will be like. I don't think you're going to see Sonoma put up 5 errors in a game, 3 errors in a single inning that much this season. And to have it against Walnut Creek in a crucial game like that on the road is obviously tough. But, I think the Stompers prove that they can compete against good teams. They've beaten Walnut Creek before. They beat Slow at the start of the season. This is a very solid team, and they just have to execute quite simply, and that's been a problem for parts of this year, but starting to come around in a lot of the key places.
Yeah, I think the key today is Luke Samolik. How long can he go today? And then how long will Zach Pace even send him out there? That's going to wrap up today's edition of the Stompers pregame show. We'll be back with lineups and first pitch after this.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, And Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. The lines are painted. The lineups are in. The field is raked and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Dubbed the best rivalry in the CCL North, it's the Crawdads and the Stompers from the best venue in the North, Arnold Field in Sonoma. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin, getting you set for some Saturday night CCL action between the second place Crawdads and the third place Stompers. Walnut Creek enters 13-4. They've won 9 games in a row, including one over the Stompers this week. They're 4-1 away from home. They send out this lineup announced by Brant Cummings, the manager. The left fielder Daniel Pulasic leads off, followed by the third baseman Kevin Parker and the DH Sutter Moss. The catcher Brandon Clisby cleans it up, followed by the center fielder Bryden Bull and the first baseman Cam Taylor bats 6th. Former Stomper Elijah Ramos hits 7th, the right fielder Shane Aldridge 8th, and the second baseman Lucas Carlisle, just his second go for the Crawdads this season. Get ready to go. He's in the 9th spot. They'll face Luke Samolik, a 6'2", 205-pound, 24-year-old from Monroe, Washington. He started his baseball career at Monroe High School, went to Butler University, Ave Maria, and finally Youngstown State. He had a .580 earned run average over 17 appearances for the Penguins out in Ohio. But here for Sonoma, he's been outstanding. 3 appearances, he's totaled 5 innings, no hits, no runs, 7 strikeouts and just 2 walks. 3 of those strikeouts and 2 of those walks last time out against the Merchants. He's making his second start today against the Dads, who are 0-1 here at Arnold Field this season. Their first CCL contest of the year, Sonoma prevailed in a home victory, and then since then, Walnut Creek has gone 13-3, and Sonoma, on the other hand, has gone 7-9. But a new day today as the Stompers sport their home white uniforms. Sonoma, navy script across the front, navy letters on the back, orange numbers on the front. The Crawdads, the road black uniforms with gray pants, Dads in script across the front. Red piping on the sleeves, red numbers on the back. It's Daniel Pulasic, a left-handed hitter, digging in against a righty Luke Samolik. Stompers trying to get back to 500, and it starts right now. Gary Frieder is the home plate umpire, says play. Zamolik's ready. Pulasic is ready. And away we go on a Saturday night. First pitch, fastball, misses for ball 1 at 6:14 Pacific time, 73 degrees here in Sonoma. Zamolik's 1-0. Outside again with the fastball, 2-0 at 89. And you might see Zamolik doing something a little bit differently today. He's going out of the windup for the first time since high school, he told me today. His 2-0 is inside, 3 balls and no strikes, and maybe the windup, he's getting a little bit used to it. He's missed 3 straight times to Pulasic. Out of high school, he went to Butler University in Indianapolis, and he told me the coaching staff there sort of said everybody should go out of the stretch. He's held that through until tonight, his 3-0. is a called strike, 88 miles an hour at the top of the zone, 3-1.
It's an interesting thought. Someone who came in kind of primarily used as a reliever out of a stretch, but now 2 straight starts in a row. It makes sense why Smolik would elect for this.
3-1 pitch to Pulisic is in there. Pulisic 6 for 23 this season, a double, a triple, and 6 RBI. Smolik's gone from 3-0 to 3-2 on the leadoff man. His payoff pitch is hit down the third base line and foul out of play. Good battle brewing to start this ball game. Pulisic has 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. He awaits a second payoff from Luke, and this one's lined to first into the glove of Trent Keys, 1 away. The 6'4" first baseman reaches up and makes the catch. And there's 1 away and a good time to set the rest of the defense. As you know, Trent Keys is at first base, Misael Europero at second, Kays DeRomular at shortstop, and Mateo Heredia gets the start at third. Mike Jones is in left, Chase Taylor's in center, Ben Sebastiani gets the start in right. It's a Luke Smolik and Angel Garcia battery today for 8th-year manager Zach Pace. Smolik's first pitch to Parker. He blows it by him, 0-1. Kevin Parker, the third baseman from Texas Southern, appearing in an 18th game this summer for the Crawdads. He's hitting .231, 3 doubles, and the team leading 14 driven in. 0-1 to him's fouled back, 0-2.
And even just a few pitches in, Smolik already looking a lot more comfortable out of the windup.
Yeah, missed with his first 3. Since then, he's come in the zone with 5 straight. He tries the big curveball there, and it stays just above the zone. The count's 1-2. First breaking ball we've seen from Smolik today. Happy belated birthday to the Stomper starter. He turned 24 on Wednesday. His 1-2 pitch to Parker overthrows the fastball. This one up to 91. The count's 2-2. A belated birthday, and also congratulations. He's going to spend the second half of the season in the MLB Draft League for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. 2-2 pitch here for the Stompers. Struck him out swinging. Smolik's 8th strikeout of the year. Kevin Parker the victim. There's 2 away. Mahoning Valley, part of the MLB Draft League out in Central Ohio. He played the last couple of seasons at Youngstown State. He gets to play there as well. And the Scrappers used to be the low A affiliate of the Cleveland Guardians. So some big names have put on that jersey. I'll tell you about them after the first pitch to Sutter Moss, which is cut on and missed. Cutter at the bottom of the zone. Francisco Lindor, Jose Ramirez, a couple big names that wore the Scrapper uniform. This one's hit out to shortstop. DeRomular gobbles it up, and he fires to first in time to get the speedy Moss. Perfect through 1. Luke Smolik goes 3 up and 3 down. Nothing across for the Crawdads with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
To the bottom of the first we go. The Stompers go up against Devin James, a 6'6", 220-pound righty. He's 6 years younger than Luke Samolik, the 18-year-old from Orangeview, California. Went to Bella Vista High School and threw last year at Sacramento State. 14 appearances, 17 and 2/3 innings. He had an ERA over 6.50. He's making his third start of the summer. 6 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 10 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So he's going to be in the zone. We'll see if this Stompers lineup can attack him. It starts with the second baseman, Misael Europero, followed by the shortstop, Case DeRomular, and the DH, Hunter Carlson, hits third. The left fielder, Mike Jones, back in there in the cleanup spot. The third baseman, Mateo Heredia, hits fifth, and hitting sixth and playing first is Trent Keys. Angel Garcia, the new Bellarmine baseball player, is the seventh hitting catcher. The right fielder, Ben Sebastiani, 8. And the center fielder, Chase Taylor, 9. It'll be Europero, DeRomular, and Carlson facing James. James, standing 6'6" and coming off one of the steepest mounds in the CCL North. Going to be a tough go for Stomper hitters. And Europero takes inside for ball 1. Real impressive number here is just 1 walk over 6 innings in league action. He faced Alameda and Slow. He pours in a strike to Europero. The count's 1-1. 89 miles an hour on the fastball. He's also going to work in a slider and a curve. Shakes off twice his catcher Clisby and comes home. He wanted the changeup and he beat Europero. The counts a ball and 2 strikes. Europero, the third leadoff hitter in as many days for Sonoma, and he chases down below the zone. First strikeout of the evening for James, 5th of the season. It was Tino Vassell in the leadoff spot yesterday, and then Chase Taylor the day before that, so Zach Pace sort of mixing it up at the top now.
Yeah, and you're trying to figure out what's going to work with this lineup. Another guy that we've seen a lot in the leadoff spot at the start of the season, Trent Keys hitting lower today. Taylor in the 9 spot. I really like Chase Taylor in the 9 spot. I think he's somebody who could provide a spark in that back end of the order.
Taylor could play as a second leadoff guy today for Zach Pace, who has a hitting coach of Paul Madarena, a pitching coach of Mike Nunez. First pitch bends back to Romular, and the count's 1-0. But third base coach is Dave Hoke. He also works with the infield. Jacoby Heyer over at first. And Charlie Hale, the assistant to the manager. James is 1-0 to DeRomular. High with the fastball. The count's 2-0.
Another thing I really like about this lineup, putting DeRomular up into the 2 spot, rewarding a really solid week so far for Kays and giving him, a spot at the top of the order.
DeRomular swings and hits this one fair down the left field line. Heading over is Polasek to get it. DeRomular rounds first, heads towards second. The throw comes in late. Kays DeRomular's first extra base hit of the season. A double. Sonoma's set up here in the first. Right on cue, Nate. That's DeRomular's 5th hit over the last 3 games and his first extra base hit of the season. Man in scoring position with 1 out for Hunter Carlson.
And it makes sense why Pace wants to put DeRomular this high up. It's because of the things like that. He's playing stress-free baseball, committed to Vanguard earlier this week. He doesn't strike out a lot for a team that strikes out near the most out of any in the CCL. We're going to see him a lot at the top of the order if he can keep this up.
Carlson digs in from the left side. He hits a little flare to right, and the second baseman, Carlisle, is going to make the play. Jammed him on a 90-mile-per-hour fastball in. That's a P4 in the book, and Mike Jones has to keep this inning alive.
You can tell Carlson's playing confident. That's a good first swing, and he timed it up well. He just missed the bat location on it, misjudged the pitch and where it was going to be. If he can get the bat on that, it's leaving the yard.
First pitch to Jones is taken for a called strike one. Mike came up in this exact same position in yesterday's first inning. 2 outs and a man on second base. He delivered his first home run as a Stomper out over the left field bleachers. All he needs is a single here to give Sonoma the lead. James gets the sign he likes from Clisby. Comes set just above the belt, peeks at second and comes home. Jones fooled on a curveball, and the count's 0-2.
And that's the thing about James. He's going to give up a lot of hits, but he's also going to get himself into a lot of really favorable counts and get strikeouts.
Jones has to battle. He's behind James 0-2. He lays off, and it's going to eat up Clisby and cut to the screen. Pass ball charge to the backstop. And now Sonoma has that runner 90 feet away with 2 outs.
And all it takes is another pitch like that for you to get your lead. Every backstop in the CCL feels like it's a mile long.
Stompers were so good at capitalizing on wild pitches. Last year it was dubbed the Stomper Special when you scored on a wild pitch. Just a handful of those this season for the Stomps. The backstop play a lot better throughout the league. Jones takes right through the heart, and the inning is over. For the Stompers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors for the Crawdads, and 1 left. Scoreless after 1 on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left and kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Top of the second here at Arnold Field. Brandon Clisby, Bryden Bull, and Cam Taylor, 4, 5, and 6 against Luke Zamolik. Clisby, a late addition to the lineup. Riley Winchell was scratched about 30 minutes before game time for Brant Cummings' squad. Cummings does the third base coaching for the Crawdads. Smolik's first pitch to Clisby's bounced towards second. Easy play for Europero, who slings it to first in time. First out of the second inning goes 4-3. Eric Robles is the first base coach. Dustin Cheney, the pitching coach for the Crawdads.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7, Bryden Bull.
Second year in Walnut Creek for Cheney. He started as the manager of the Alameda Anchors 4 years ago. Has worked his way up a level to the CCL, and on a team that was a couple outs away from the CCL Championship Series last year. Smolik's first pitch to the lefty. Bull blows it by him. That counts 0-1. Bryden, the number 3 overall recruit out of the state of Nevada in 2025. He redshirted at Ole Miss. The 0-1 to him is hit foul down the left field line and out of play. And that's translated to the CCL. He has 17 hits. That's good for a .333 average, a .382 on base, 3 doubles, and 3 home runs. He's behind Zamolik, 0-2.
Imagine that's exactly what the Ole Miss coaching staff wants.
0-2 misses up, 91 on the heater. but just up and just into Bull.
And a guy who's taken a redshirt year, you sent him to a really solid summer ball team on the back on the West Coast, and he's producing that. It's going to allow him to compete for, at-bats in Oxford.
1-2 pitch to Bull is hit towards the right side and through into right. The first hit allowed this season by Luke Zamolik comes after 6 1/3 innings. Pitcher's pitch down below the zone. Change-up that was below the knees of Bull. He just reached down and poked it through that right side. Europero made a diving attempt but could not come up with it. Now Zamolik needs another ground ball to Cam Taylor, a left-handed hitter. He gets one. It's right back up the middle. Duralmar fields it himself, goes to the bag, throws to first. One pitch after the single. He's erased on a 6-4 double play. Just what the doctor ordered. Luke Zamolik's faced the minimum through 2. It's 0-0 on the Stompers broadcast network.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Stompers try and scratch across the first run of this ball game here in the last of the second. Mateo Heredia, Trent Keys, and Angel Garcia. James's first pitch is low. Cutter at 83 miles an hour, well below the zone. (1-0) to Mateo is bounced foul right towards Trent Keys in the first base coaching box. Heredia is 5 for 24 this season with 2 doubles, an RBI, and 7 strikeouts. 3 of those hits were Wednesday at Walnut Creek. So a good track record against the Dads, trying to keep the good times rolling here in a 1-1 count against Devin James. cutter again. This one finds the outside corner. The count's 1-2.
Yeah, and already is someone who's kind of made some tweaks to his swing over the summer. Saw it pays dividends on Wednesday, but then struggled on Thursday.
Here he hits it hard towards short, off the glove of the diving Elijah Ramos into left field. Mateo Heredia swinging the hottest bat on the Stomps. He's aboard to lead off the second inning. You know, it was a hit in 3 out of 4 at-bats. And Trent Keys has done damage against these Crawdads the last 2 times he's faced them here at Arnold Field. He had 3 doubles in the CCL North title game last year, and he had 2 singles when they played here in early June. He takes a called strike 1. Cam Taylor holds the runner at first, and a throw comes there. Heredia back standing up, closer than maybe Zach Pace would have wanted. Keys this season a .286 average. 4 doubles, but just 3 runs batted in. He takes up and outside.
You know, I like the patience shown from Keys in this at-bat. A lot of the times we've seen him swing at the first pitch, didn't swing at that first one, and now he's back even in the count.
1-1 pitch coming to the lefty Keys. James peeks at first and delivers home. Outside 2-1. Trent Keys looking for his first run batted in since June 11th. The average, the on base staying there, trying to drive in some runs. Another check at first. Heredia again 1 step safe. Says Dean Poteet, who's the first base umpire. Zach Ellen fourth at third base. And calling the balls and strikes is Gary Frieders. 2 balls and 1 strike to Trent Keys. James sets and fires. Keys hits this one hard to right center field. Braden Bull chasing over. He goes into a dive, and he makes the catch. Bryden Bull takes extra bases away from Trent Keys with a headlong dive into the right center field alley. What a catch by the Ole Miss center fielder.
It's 2 days in a row now where we've seen a center fielder rob Stompers of extra bases. It happened to Chase Taylor yesterday on a day where he went 0 for 5, and it just happened to Keys. Really unlucky. It proves why having plus defense out there is so important. I can't wait to see Chase Taylor do the same to Walnut Creek at some point today, hopefully.
What a play by Bryden Bull. So much room he had to cover into a never-ending right center field. He made a headlong dive away from home plate as that one misses low. It was like, theoretically, it would have been a Willie Mays-style basket catch. He went into a dive pointing out towards the light tower in dead right center field. That one's maybe better than Isaiah Landry's last night.
I would agree with that.
Nice job by Heredia to get back to first base. He was 3/4 of the way to second.
But I'd imagine as that one finds the zone 1-1, I'd imagine that the Stompers are feeling feeling confident against James. They've gotten some good contact off of him. Got to take advantage.
0-1 slider, beautiful pitch. Bent Garcia back out of the way. Another check on Heredia, safe. It was a picture-perfect front hip slider. Garcia bailed, and it came back to find the corner. The count's 1-1 on the Stomper catcher. Played last year at Coppin State. He's going to play for Bellarmine out in Kentucky this coming fall. 1-1. Outside 2-1. Tried the slider again. Tried to start it on the outer third and have it die off the plate away. A nice take by Garcia. James's delivery, Garcia takes, called strike outside edge. Angel, a .283 hitter, 2 doubles, a homer, and he's driven in 9. Heredia leads off first with 1 out in the inning. The 2-2 pitch from James is taken outside. The count runs full 3-2. A nice at-bat here from Angel Garcia.
Great take as well. James hasn't really missed too bad many times in this game so far, so taking a pitch like that is big in a 2-strike count.
Ben Sebastiani waiting on deck, and a 5th pickoff on Mateo Heredia since he got there safe, says Dean Poteet. Time is called by the hitter Garcia. He'll step out before a payoff. Cam Taylor, the first baseman, holds on Heredia. The second baseman, Carlisle, 1 step towards the bag for 2, as is Ramos. Kevin Parker, the third baseman, plays normal depth for the third. The pitch to Garcia is outside and high for ball 4. Ben Sebastiani has himself a chance to pick up his first RBI. Runners at first and second with just 1 out.
Again, another really good take from Angel Garcia. High and outside that just missed the zone. Good eyes from the catcher. That's a good sign for both sides of the plate.
Sebastiani picked up his first hit of CCL play, a single down the left field line against Menlo Park. Trying to build on that here. First pitch he sees. This is a called strike 1. Cutter. And that's where it's going to be given all night, just a little bit off the corner away. Men has to battle from behind. No balls and 1 strike. Bull shallow in center, hitting room in right center. Clisby sets up away. The pitch to Sebastiani. Called strike at the knees, 0-2. Chase Taylor, the 9-hitter, would be next. Heredia from second, Garcia from first. Time to battle for Sebastiani. The 0-2 pitch. He chases on a pitch down and away. Third strikeout for James. That brings up Chase Taylor. Taylor hit a similar ball to Trent Keys did earlier this inning last night. Isaiah Landry, the Merchant center fielder, tracked it down in right center. And now Taylor trying to snap out of a little slump. He's 0 for 14. This would be a nice time to find a base hit. First one to Taylor. Inside and low. That one's past Clisby as well. The runners take 90 feet. Second pass ball charged to Clisby, and now a base hit to the outfield for Chase Taylor could yield 2 RBI. Chase a 207 hitter, 352 on base. Has a double, one of 12 hits this year. Ahead in the count against Devin James. Taylor, lefty out of UConn, awaits the 1-0. He hits this one hard towards the second baseman, and it's through into right field. Carlisle can't get it. 1 runs in to score. Here comes Garcia. The throw to the plate is in time to get him. An aggressive send from Dave Hoke. Garcia is thrown out, but Chase Taylor snaps the 0 for 14, gets his first RBI since June 12th, and Sonoma take a 1-0 lead for the Stomps in the second. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. We head to the third inning. Luke Samolik back to work, leading 1-0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI. Local support and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Luke Samolik's given up a single, but immediately raced him on a double play, so minimum faced through 2 innings pitched. He now faces the bottom third, Elijah Ramos, Shane Aldridge, and Lucas Carlisle. Ramos's first pitch seen is taken low, 0-1. Elijah Ramos was so good for the Stompers in 2024. He hit .323. He's hitting just .200 for Walnut Creek. Here he takes a fastball in. He has 2 doubles, a triple, and 10 RBI. 4 of those are against the Stompers, so he's done very nicely against his former team. Garcia sets up on the outside corner. Zamolik splits the plate. The count's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, Ramos came out to some decent cheers here at Arnold Field. Don't know if those are Dad's fans or Stompers fans who remember. I'd imagine it's the latter. I mean, when you had a 33-game on-base streak.
Here he swings and misses at a 2-1. Also, lots of family in attendance for Ramos. I know both his parents are here, his grandparents as well. They always come out to support him. It's going to be a little bit tougher. He played last year at Cal State East Bay. He just committed to Bakersfield. That's where he'll play in the fall. Zamolik's 2-2 to Ramos. Fouled at the plate. The count holds there at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stompers now lead at 1-0, courtesy of an RBI single from Chase Taylor. That snapped an 0 for 14 and hits his first RBI in exactly 2 weeks and a day. The pitch to Ramos is grounded to third. Heredia backhands, no step, and his long throw across the diamond, dug out by Trent Keys. Beautiful play on both ends by the Stomps. Mateo Heredia, a third baseman and a pitcher. He showed off the 90-mile-an-hour fastball there. Beautiful pick by Trent Keys to dig it out on the first base side. And that brings up Shane Aldridge, who had a very nice throw of his own. He threw out Angel Garcia trying to score to end the bottom of the second. He swings here and hits a pop-up to right field. Ben Sebastiani battling the sun with the shades on. He makes the catch.
I want to go back to that throw from Heredia across the infield. Not even really needed to step on it as well. I mean, he's a two-way guy. Aldridge was a two-way guy in college at Menlo as well. So it shows, that's just another advantage of having two-way guys in your team. Of course, it's nice to have someone you can hit and pitch in the same game, but also it's for defense as well.
Swing and a miss. That's the 9-hitter, Lucas Carlisle, 0 for 3. He's played just 1 game. It was yesterday in San Francisco, a 4-1 Crawdad win. He went 0 for 3 with a walk. Right-handed hitter from Santa Barbara Community College takes a called strike outside edge. Zamolik is rolling. The count's 0-2.
I mean, when he's pitching like this, it's hard not to wonder how long he can go. It's really good stuff from Luke.
His 29th pitch of the outing. Outside, the count's 1-2.
Got up to 92 there on the fastball, and we've seen a pitch in that part of the plate get called a strike before in this league.
His 1-2 offer went to the same spot, missed off the corner again. The count's even at 2-2. The Chase Taylor single the difference up until this point. Top of inning number 3. Stompers have a 1-0 cushion on the Crawdads. Luke Samolik's 2-2 pitch to Carlisle is a flare into shallow center. Out goes Europero, in comes Taylor, and it drops. Lucas Carlisle's first hit as a Crawdad, a bloop single into right center. That flips the lineup for Daniel Pulasic.
The left fielder, number 3, Daniel Pulasic.
I think that one may have caught a little bit too much of the plate. It was 92 miles an hour, but right at the knees, down the middle, and flipped out into right. Pulasic, a lefty, takes low inside 1-0. Could this be the start of a 2-out rally? We will see. This is the meaty part of the order. Pulasic, Parker, and Moss. Pulasic, the left-handed hitter out of UC Irvine. Runner goes. The pitch outside. Garcia's throw to second on a hop. The tag. Not in time, says Zach Ellenthorpe. Stolen base for Carlisle, his first. And all of a sudden, that tying runs out in scoring position. The pitch was called a strike. It's 1-1. Molik needs anything to get out of this frame. He misses with a 1-1 changeup. He's behind 2-1. That's just the second hit for Walnut Creek. Stompers have 3. Smolik working off the third base side of the rubber. The righty delivers. And that one's lined up the middle. That's a base hit. Brant Cummings will send the runner. Taylor's throw to the plate is offline. Garcia's going to try and get him at second base. The tag there. Everybody is safe. RBI single for Daniel Pulasic. His 7th run knocked in this season, and we're even at 1.
First run allowed as well from Smolik all summer. That was a well-hit ball. A great throw from Taylor. A good throw from Garcia back over to second, but the speed of Walnut Creek, the back of the order and the top of the order, just too much.
Probably the hardest hit balls Smolik's allowed all year. A line shot back up the middle. Now he has to limit the damage at 1, and he'll do it ahead of Kevin Parker, 0-1. Back to the cutter when Smolik. With 2 outs, he had Lucas Carlisle 0-2. Carlisle worked a bloop single into right, and then Pulasic knocked him home after a stolen base. Parker takes outside and low, 1-1. Stompers have some length options in the bullpen today. Ethan Rowland and Justin Jones available to throw. 1-1 to Parker. On the outside edge. 1-2, 91. Ticking back up on the fastball.
Another one of my favorite parts of having Kays DeRomular back on the infield is just how vocal he is. You can hear him chatting nonstop, encouraging his pitcher.
Smolik hopes to build on that encouragement and escape the third. His 1-2 gets Kevin Parker swinging. Smolik fired up off the hill as he heads back to the first base dugout, but the damage is done. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. 1-1 your score after 2.5 between the Stompers and the Crawdads here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing, Crandall's dedicated team. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Back to the top of the Stomper order in the third. This ball game tied at 1. Europero, DeRomular, and Carlson trying to snatch back the advantage from Walnut Creek. The first pitch to Misa is cut on and missed. Challenge fastball at 88, got a lot of the plate. Europero couldn't catch it, it's 0-1. A left-handed hitter faces a right-handed pitcher, James, and he's fooled again, 0-2. Swung over a breaking ball in the dirt.
I feel like whenever Europero comes up to the plate, he always gets some of the most cheers out of any Stomper.
The 0-2 is up and outside, 1-2.
Establish himself as a team favorite. A fan favorite, excuse me.
And why not? He's playing well, too. 228 average entering play today. Here he pops this one up. Could be playable down the third baseline. Kevin Parker makes the catch in foul territory. 1 away.
It's a good grab by Parker. He covered a lot of ground. It was about a few feet away from dropping into the Flybirds Margarita Lounge where the umbrellas are housed. Sprinted over. He had to get there, do that to get there in time, and he did. Great play.
Brings up Kays DeRomular, doubled in the first, went to third on a pass ball and was stranded there. He swings and fouls it back to the screen. Devin James throwing to the scouting report so far. He only has 1 walk. He's filled up the zone. He's also struck out 3 Stompers.
And he's allowed 3 hits, exactly to the scouting report.
Stompers trying to pick up another here. DeRomular takes slider on the outside edge, 0-2. James attacking in the zone here in this third inning. Pitch to DeRomular, too far outside this time, 1-2. Hunter Carlson on deck has 3 hits and 5 runs driven in since returning from the injured list. That's over 2 games, and that includes 2 doubles and a home run. DeRomular takes low outside, 2-2. James having some landing spot issues out there on the mound. Sort of tripped and fell off the first base side of the hill.
There's a lot of him. He's 6'6", 220 on a steep mound.
Arm slot's been working to solid success so far. DeRomular reaches out and grounds it to third. Kevin Parker from the lip of the infield grass throws out DeRomular. A couple nice plays here by Kevin Parker, the third baseman. Brings up Hunter Carlson.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Georgia State, number 52, Hunter Carlson.
Carlson takes the first pitch down and away. He's swung first pitch on a fastball in his first at-bat and popped out. Here he takes a changeup down below the zone. He'll work from ahead. 1 ball and no strikes. Carlson hits this one hard to right center field. Bryden Bull chasing this one back, and he runs this one down as well. Bryden Bull feasting in the outfield, out in center. One of the toughest center fields to play. No problem for Mr. Bull. 3 innings in the books. We're tied at 1. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play for the 4th when we return on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Welcome back to Arnold Field for the top of the 4th. Nate Martin has you on play-by-play for the middle 3 innings. Luke Smolik. It's the longest we've seen the Youngstown State Penguin pitch all summer for Sonoma. He's entering his 4th inning of work facing Moss, Clisby, and Bull, 3, 4, and 5, the heart of the order of Walnut Creek. First pitch taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Moss grounded out to short to end the first. Second time up today, entering the game, hitting 300 for the Dads. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ball goes in between Garcia. He couldn't handle the swinging strike 1. Moss, teammate with a few Stompers, including Keys at first at Delta College. Trying to get there at the very least here on the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big miss on the off speed. 2-seam fastball blown away. Smolik in a 2-strike count. Righty on lefty. Comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Smolik. Comes on the exact same pitch. A 2-seam fastball blown away. Brings up Brandon Clisby with 1 down. Clisby grounded out to Europero at second to start the second. His second time up today. Limited action so far this summer with the Dads. Gets the pitch up and in. Ball 1. 28 at-bats for the first 3.5 weeks of the summer. Hits that one right up the middle. Into the glove of DeRomelaar. Long throw over in time for the second out of the inning. A nice play by Kays over at short. Ranged over towards the middle of the infield and threw it on the run for the second out of the inning to bring up Braden Bull with 2 down. Braden Bull having a fantastic day so far. Got a single his 1 time up back in the second. And has made a number of really impressive grabs out in center. And
including a diving Superman-style grab back in the first. He swings and misses at that one, 0-1. That was rather on Trent Keys back in the second. Molik fires. Check swing from Bull. Did he go around? Yes, he did, says third base umpire Zach Ellenthorpe. Molik quickly ahead here, 0-2. Molik unwinds. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Luke Smolik faces the minimum for the third time this game with his 4th strikeout. The Youngstown Penguin absolutely feeling it as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Stompers trying to break a 1-run deadlock.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Far tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough.
Devin James entering inning number 4 of work for the Crawdads. He's been solid so far, only is allowed a run. He's facing Jones, Heredia, and Keys for the second time through, starting with the left fielder, Mike Jones, who's struck out swinging first time through. Hits that one sharply, but foul down the left field line. Just went out of play. Would have been extra bases if it stayed fair. Jones, USF Dawn facing the Sac State Hornet. Jones just committed a few weeks ago. He takes that one high for a ball, 1-1. After 2 really solid seasons at Pima. This past spring hit .350 back in Arizona with the community college. Swings and misses at that one, 1-2. But it was in his power where Jones showed the most improvement. 4 homers and 11 doubles. James has surrendered some hard contact already today with a double back to K's. That one bounced a 1-hopper to third. Parker throw across the infield. 1 hops over to first. And that is a called out 1. A late call from Dean Poteet over at first. And Zach Pace is out of a dugout. It looked like to me that Taylor's foot was not on the bag And now Pace is calling over the home plate umpire, Gary Frieders, and Frieders and Poteet are going to have a quick word to confirm on a call. If Jones could get on, it would be the second time this game that the Stompers have the leadoff runner on, and they overturned the call. Jones is now on first. On an E5 from Parker on a throw that bounced into first and drew Taylor off the bag. Brings up Mateo Heredia with nobody out, one on. Heredia was the game's first run after he hit a leadoff single back in the second. The check over on Jones gets away from the pitcher. And just like that, the leadoff man is in scoring position for Sonoma after 2 straight errors. Both of them throwing, one of them on the third baseman, Parker. That one charged to the pitcher, James. Stompers had 5 errors, including 3 in an inning against Walnut Creek. That 3-error inning was a 6 spot back in the 7th for the Dads. First pitch to Heredia, called strike 1 upstairs. It's important to take advantage of errors when you can if you're Sonoma. Heredia hoping to do so on the 0-1. James looks back at second and delivers. That one hit sharply into left field. Jones held up at third. It's runners on the corners. Mateo Heredia has 5 hits in 2 straight games against Walnut Creek. He's in at second now after a throw got away. Two in scoring position now for Trent Keys. Hasn't recorded an RBI since June 11th. He's done everything else really well for Sonoma. 286 average, 470 on base, tied for the team lead in doubles. 6 hit by pitches, 12 walks as Clisby, the catcher, heads back behind the plate after a quick word with James. A lefty starting to get loose in the bullpen for Walnut Creek. We'll see if they turn to him. Keys flew out to deep center field last time up. Takes that one for a called strike 1. That was the play where Bryden Bull laid out to make the grab and robbed extra bases of TK3. Six foot 6 on the mound, 6'4" in the batter's box. It's a battle of height. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Keys way out ahead on the changeup. And once again, Clisby going up to the mound to have a word with James and the third baseman, Parker. I think it was Kevin Parker who called this meeting. Might have seen something from Keys. Stompers have 2 in scoring position with nobody out. In a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 4th, a hit into the outfield would give Sonoma the lead. Corners of the infield playing in, middle of the infield at normal depth. Really hugging the outfield grass, especially at second with Carlisle. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Keys goes down swinging for the first time tonight. 4th strikeout of a day for Devin James. Brings up Angel Garcia, who drew a walk back in the second. That's only the second all summer that Devin James has issued. James has a base open, but he's been a really good job of finding the zone here in this outing, like he has done most of the season. Garcia gets the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Clisby kept that one in front of him. Important to do so with Mike Jones 90 feet from scoring. Heredia's at second. Sebastiani on deck. Garcia at the plate. He's ahead 1-0. Takes that one for ball 2 away again. Clisby extended his left arm to keep that one from going back. Angels in a favorable count. 2-0, 2 in scoring position, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets the pitch, high, ball 3. And Garcia is a pitch outside of his zone from drawing his second walk of the summer. Only one other man in the CCL can say they've drawn a walk against Devin James this season. Here comes the 3-0. Cold, strike 1. Garcia thought he got a ball there, and instead, home plate umpire Gary Frieders call it a strike. It's now 3-1 to Garcia. Hitters count. Hoping to do damage. Entering today hitting .283 with 9 RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, out ahead of a changeup once again. That pitch has been the money one for Devin James this outing. Got keys to go down swinging with a changeup. Last batter up. Has gotten a swing and a miss from Garcia on a changeup. Does he go to it again on a 3-2? 2 in scoring position, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th in a tie ball game. The pitch, outside ball 4 in the dirt. Went back to the changeup but couldn't locate it. It's the bases loaded here, 1 out for Ben Sebastiani. Looking for his first RBI of the summer. Struck out back in the 2nd against James. And once again, Clisby and James having a word right in front of Gary Frieders. They go their separate ways. James onto the mound. Clisby behind the plate. Jones at 3rd, Heredia at 2nd, Garcia at 1st. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th in a tie ball game. The Stompers do not want to leave them loaded this early. Sebastiani gets the first pitch and fouls that one back. Nice barehand catch from the man on deck, Chase Taylor. Chants of "Let's Go Ben" have broken out. Can Sebastiani gets his first ribby of the summer? No better time to do it with the bases loaded in a tie ball game. The delivery hit foul again, 0-2. The righty's going to have to fight back into the count, down 0-2. Devin James stares down Sebastiani and comes home. Called strike 3. Sebastiani in disbelief. He heads back to the dugout with his second strikeout of the day. Brings up Chase Taylor with 2 down. The bases still loaded. And now Brent Cummings coming out of a dugout. Looking at his bullpen and makes the signal. Devin James will not get the final out of the 4th. Instead, we'll get a new arm and information on him when we come back here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Paul Wheeler enters into the game with the bases loaded, 2 outs, with the score tied at 1. He relieves the starter, Devin James, after James went 3 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The 5'11", 180-pound left-hander from Los Altos, California, plays his college ball at USF and faces the lefty Chase Taylor with nowhere to put him. Taylor got a base hit back in the second. Gets the pitch, high, ball 1. Wheeler, a sidearm delivery, or as our stats guy Lucas Bastiani would call it, 5/8. Because why not get really specific? The 1-0 to Taylor, popped foul and out of play over the Crawdads. Dugout down the third base side, 1-1. Taylor with 3 RBI this season. Entering today, got his 4th back in the second. The 1-1 fouled back, 1-2. Taylor will have to tighten up on a 2-strike count here with the bases loaded. The top of the order, and Misael Europero is on deck. Jones is at third. He reached on an error. Heredia is at second with a single. Garcia's on first with a walk. In between then, Key struck out and Sebastiani struck out. That was to the starter. Now the 1-2 from Wheeler. Cold, strike 3, and that's the inning. The Stompers leave them loaded in the bottom of the 4th in a tie ball game off of a hit and 2 Dad's errors. We head to the top of the 5th. Still tied at 1.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Eastern Michigan University, number 45, Ethan Roland.
Luke Smolik's day is done. Ethan Roland comes in here in the top of the fifth. The 6-foot, 195-pound righty from Lafayette, California. Most recently pitched at Eastern Michigan with the Eagles and the MAC. He relieves Luke Smolik after Smolik went 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Roland will be facing Taylor, Ramos, and Aldridge. All 3 were outs their first time through. First pitch low, ball 1. To the lefty Taylor, still in search of his first hit of the summer with Walnut Creek. 0 for 10, had a grounded into a double play back in the second. Hits that one sharply into right, and it drops right in front of Ben Sebastiani, in and out of his gloves. He scoops it off as Taylor digs for second, sliding in there for a lead-off single. And reaches after Sebastiani kind of humbled the ball a little bit out and right. Brings up Elijah Ramos with a runner in scoring position. Ramos grounded out to third to start the third. He's facing Ethan Roland, who delivers high, ball 1. Roland, last pitch a week ago against the Legends in a 3-2 loss. He went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts. Someone who can really eat up innings in middle parts of the game. Delivers the 1-0, high, ball 2. Stompers left the bases loaded back in the 4th, and now the Crawdads are hoping to capitalize with a runner in scoring position. Ramos gets the 2-0. High again, ball 3.
Ramos has done a majority of his damage this season just against the Stompers. Seems like he really turned something on when he faced his former club.
Takes a 3-0 there for a called strike. Still some remnants from playing with Zach Pace. Taking on a 3-0. Why not after seeing 3 straight uncompetitive pitches out of his zone? Hitters count now, and that one misses. Runners on first and second with nobody out for Shane Aldridge.
Turn a double play. Luke Smolik did it in the second. Just induce a ground ball. That's all you got to do if you're Roland. And I like that Zach Pace went Smolik to Roland. 2 guys that have experience, older guys, over the age of 22. They've been around the block.
Luke Smolik celebrated his 24th birthday earlier this week as that one misses for a ball. Shane Aldridge, CCL veteran, played in 2025 with the Merchants. He takes that one inside for a ball. Some misses here from Aldridge early, and when he's been in the zone, Cam Taylor hit it hard to right. He's at second. Ramos is on first. The pitch taken for a strike. Needed to find the zone there, and now the count's back to 2-1. Roland comes home. This is again 3-1 to Aldridge. It's the back end of the order that struggled for Walnut Creek. Ramos hitting 200 with a 259 on base percentage. He's at first. Cam Taylor got his first hit of the summer. He's at second. Aldridge is below the Mendoza line. Gets the 3-1 outside ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out. Back in the bottom of the fourth, the Stompers had 2 in scoring position with nobody out, and the bases loaded with 1 out and could not score a run. The Crawdads have them loaded here with nobody out. Lucas Carlisle to the plate, who got a single back in the third. There's nowhere to put him. And Mike Nunez sauntering out of the Stompers dugout. He's going to have a word here with Ethan Rowland.
Felt a little bit like the pendulum was swinging towards Sonoma in that 4th inning. The Crawdads make 3 errors. Stompers are set up, bases loaded, 1 out, and then Sebastiani and Taylor both strike out looking. And then, as you mentioned, Nate, I think they've used that momentum to pull it back their way, have the Crawdads, bases loaded, no one out. Roland needs a magic act, and everyone would be happy if they can try and escape this with just a run or 2.
Kind of feels similar to Ethan Rowland's 5th inning against San Francisco, at least early on, where he allowed a hit and 3 walks, struck out a batter, and allowed 2 runs. He's been solid since then, though. Needs to shut things down with the bases loaded, nobody out, with Lucas Carlisle coming up to the plate, and then the top of the order after that. Roland fires. High in and out of the gloves of Garcia. The runners all hold. That's ball 1 to Carlisle. Got his first hit back in the third, and as the Crawdads only run, he's hoping for his first RBI of the summer here with the bases loaded, nobody out. Showed bunt, pulls it back, and takes a called strike 1. Counts now even. Roland trying to get ahead here. And misses low.
Gotta come in the zone. There's no other option.
Trust your defense to make a play. You'll happily trade 2 outs for a run here in the bottom of the 4th. So much more baseball to play. Comes in the zone there, and Carlisle didn't author. It's 2-2. Roland would also take a strikeout here. The 2-2 in the dirt, blocked by Garcia. Counts full with nowhere to put Lucas Carlisle. The payoff pitch. Popped up towards the first base side and out of play. We'll have to do it again. Carlisle not going to go down easy with nobody out and the bases loaded. Taylor's at third, Ramos is at second, Aldridge at first. 3-2 once again to the 9-hole, Lucas Carlisle. Roland fires. High ball 4. Walnut Creek takes the lead on a 3-2 walk with nobody out. The bases are still loaded. And now it's the top of the order coming around, and Zach Pace is out of a dugout. I suspect that'll be Ethan Rowland's day. A really tough one for the Eastern Michigan Eagle. He exits. A new arm into the game. We'll get information on him when we come back on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Mason Cortez comes into a reliever's nightmare. The bases loaded, nobody out. After Ethan Rowland faced 4 batters, allowed a single and 3 straight walks, and gave up the lead. It's 2-1 here in the top of the 5th with nobody out in the top of the order to the plate for Cortez to face the 6-foot, pardon the 6', 175 Concord, California native from Delta College faces Daniel Polasek. The first pitch, inside, ball 1. Last time Mason Cortez pitched, he went 3 innings, allowed 6 hits and 3 runs versus Menlo Park.
He was a lot better in that outing, though.
Fell back 1-1.
He was really good through his first couple innings, and then Zach Pace said he wanted to lengthen him out a little bit, and that's exactly what he let him do. In a game, Sonoma had a pretty safe cushion at that point. Cortez got knocked around a little bit in that final 3rd inning, but didn't give up a lot of hard contact. He's really improved outing by outing so far.
Hoping to build on it here. The 1-1 popped foul and out of play.
Cortez has swing and miss stuff when it's on. The issue he was put in this situation against San Francisco his first time out. Stompers had maybe, I don't even remember, 5 or 6 bases loaded walks in that game. Cortez, a few of them. But the final inning he threw in that game, and then his last 2 outings, he's shown the swing and miss stuff, and he needs a whole lot of it here.
He's ahead 1-2 to the top of the order, Polasek. Goes low off the knee, off the leg of the catcher, and the runners advance. It's a wild pitch. Eliminates the double play ball, keeps 2 in scoring position, and a run crosses the plate, 3-1 Walnut Creek. It wasn't really off the leg, it was more kind of off the feet, and might have even clipped the home plate umpire, Gary Frieders. Results still the same. 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Crawdads lead by 2. Cortez fires the 2-2. That one hit hard into right center. Sebastiani can't come onto it. It drops right in front of him and Europero. Run scores. It's runners on the corners with nobody out. Really hit that hard. It was kind of just came off. It was a soft line drive. It just dropped in between Sebastiani, Europero, and Taylor in the Bermuda Triangle.
just a pop-up off the end of the bat, but Pulisic did enough to sort of just threw his hands at it and it dropped in. All 3 runs this inning have been charged to Roland. He has his last one over at third base.
Cortez steps off. Takes a second to gather himself against Kevin Parker, who's gone down swinging both times today. Has 2 on, nobody out. Takes that pitch for a called strike 1. Cortez out ahead. The 0-1. Hit over to short. DeRomular flips over to second, throw over to first. Not in time. An RBI fielder's choice. Kevin Parker is on for 1 Dad's lead with 1 down in the inning. Crucial to get that first out. But couldn't quite turn 2 on the speed of Parker. Brings up Sutter Moss with 1 down.
Closes the book on Ethan Roland. He faced 4 hitters, a single and 3 walks. He threw 19 pitches and allowed 4 earned runs.
Luke Smolik in his 4 innings of work, for reference, threw 48 pitches. So Roland got about a little under half of that, over a third, and just 4 batters faced. As Cortez checked back over at first, not in time on Parker over there.
And these are the innings Sonoma just can't seem to find offensively.
Call it strike.
Patient enough to draw walks, they are. In walks per game, they top the league. But you get into situations, even with runners on, they've been unable to find the big hit.
The 1-1. Hit high the other way. Jones running over, under it, and makes the catch for out number 2. Stompers are an out away from getting out of the 5th inning with 4 runs across the plate so far. And to Sonoma's pitching credit, they haven't really given up that much besides the leadoff hit from Taylor. None of the contact was that hard this inning. It was just all bad pitching. That one popped up into a shallow left. DeRomular, the shortstop, calls for it and makes the grab to retire the side, but not before 4 runs come across the plate on 2 hits. 1 left. We head to the bottom of the Stompers trail by 4.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
The Stompers head into the bottom of the fifth, down by 4. It'll be Europero, Drummelaar, and Carlson, the top of the order, looking for a response.
Get one back. That's all you sort of need to do here. Don't allow Wheeler to get the shutdown inning.
Stompers, second time facing Wheeler in 4 days. The first pitch to Europero, called strike 1. Sidearm lefty that tops up to 92. Hard to face, especially from a lefty's perspective. In Europero, he hits that one foul. Quickly behind here, 0-2. Wheeler came in the 5th last time around against Sonoma back on Wednesday and struck out the side. Faced Keys, Vassell, and Garcia, 3 of the best hitters on the team, and retired all 3. He's out ahead 0-2. Can't get a strikeout there. Misses away, ball 1.
Crawdad infield plays Europero pretty aggressively to pull. Cam Taylor just 1 step off the line at first base. Kevin Parker a few steps off the line at third.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wheeler's got his 4th strikeout against Sonoma and, beg your pardon, 5th strikeout against Sonoma in just 5 batters faced. He has been shut down against the Stomps. Kays to Romelar, though, might be the best medicine for that. He's only struck out 4 times this season. Goes into every at-bat like it's a war. Doubled back in the first, grounded out the third, back in the third. Gets the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 90 miles an hour at the top of the zone. Hunter Carlson on deck. Did not play on Wednesday against Walnut Creek. He's 0 for 2 today. As the 0-1 to Dromelar. Misses away, ball 1. Wheeler, at his second school, started his collegiate career at UCSB as he delivers the 1-1, called strike 2 on a slider in the zone. Now with USF, where he pitched 13 innings to an ERA of 6.23, 13 walks to 13 strikeouts, a perfect ratio, although I'm sure Wheeler would have wanted better. Fires the 1-2. That one hit down the third base line and foul. Romelar just out ahead on a slider again. Kays fighting as we expected he would. Was too early on that one. Can he time up Wheeler to get the Stompers on against them? The pitch. High and tight, called for a ball. 91 miles an hour. Just missed. Counts even now at 2 apiece. Dromelar fighting back against a tough lefty. Gets the 2-2, fouled back again. Wheeler has been the kryptonite for so many of Sonoma's hitters. Vassell struck out to him. Key struck out to him. Taylor and Europero struck out to him today. Dromelar proven to be the toughest one of them all. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. The pitch taken outside, ball 3. Dromelar has worked himself into a full count here. payoff pitch hit high into left. Ramos, the shortstop, makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Kays gave a good fight in that at bat, but is retired to bring up Hunter Carlson with 2 down.
Designated hitter from Georgia State, number 52, Hunter Carlson.
I don't know if you can call a P6 a victory, but Duramillard gave a good fight there against one of the toughest guys the Stompers have faced all year. Carlson takes that one low for a ball. Oh for 2 today with a pop out and a fly out. A deep fly out that, though. Bull had to range for it out in center. That one dings Carlson in the elbow. He heads the first of a hit by pitch. It's the first Stomper to get on against Wheeler out of the 7 that have faced him. Call is not a hit by pitch. They're changing it now to, he said that it got him on the bat. Right on the handle. Counts now 1-1. That one taken away, ball 2.
Yeah, knob of the bat for Carlson, and you don't see any argument from Zach Pace or Carlson himself, so you have to think they got that one right.
Good catch by Gary Frieders. Carlson ahead in the count here, though, 2-1. Gets the pitch. Away ball 3, in and out of the glove of Clisby. Hitters count to Carlson. Stompers down by 4. Team leader in RBI trying to get them back into it. Hits that one over to short, and Ramos leaps up to make the grab. Full extension from the former Stomper. Ends the bottom of the 5th. Wheeler faces the minimum. We head to the top of the 6th. Stompers trail by 4.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Mason Cortez with a clean slate here in the top of the sixth. After a 4-run inning back in the fifth, Stompers need to shut down 1-2-3. He delivers a called strike to Brighton Bull on the outer half. It will be Bull, Taylor, and Ramos facing Cortez. Bull 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Takes that one low for a ball. Entered today tied for the team lead in average and hits. The Ole Miss Rebel takes another pitch low for a ball. Cortez standing directly in the sun on the mound. The 2-1. Bouncer over to second. Europero ranges over, in and out of the glove. Flip over to first. In time. Leadoff man is retired. That one feels good if you're Sonoma. Brings up Cam Taylor, who started that fifth inning rally with a leadoff single. Taylor got his first hit of the season, as I mentioned, back in that fifth, where 4 runs came across the plate for Walnut Creek. That is the difference right now in this one. Taylor takes it outside for a ball. Originally from Lithonia, Georgia. Gets the 1-0, swing and a miss, strike one. Abraham Baldwin Agricultural hit above 500. Granted, it was only 55 at-bats, but that's still impressive to do. They get 28 for 55. Thinks the 1-1 low, ball 2. It was a slower start to the summer, but Taylor's hoping he found something after his first hit of the season. Cortez is 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Sonoma pitching just needs to throw up zeros the rest of this ball game and give their offense a chance.
Cortez trying to retire Taylor. That one hit over to second. Long play over for Europero, who flips it over to first for another 4-3 ground out. 2 in a row, 2 outs. Ramos to the plate with 2 down. That one a lot more of a difficult play for Europero. Kind of hit into that area where is it the first baseman's ball, is it the second baseman's ball? Europero hustled over to make the play and got it to Keys in time.
Yeah, nice job on Keys, but on the recovery, he got himself back to first.
Ramos hits that one over to third. Long throw over the infield in time. Good stretch from Keys. The Crawdads all go down. They are ground outs. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Stompers looking to put up some runs.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Paul Wheeler stays on the mound. He's gone 4 up, 4 down for Walnut Creek. He faces Mike Jones to start off the bottom of the 6th, who takes a called ball on the outside. It'll be Jones, Heredia, and Keys trying to reach against Wheeler. This is the part of the order that got into some good positions back in the 4th. That one popped up right in front of a Crawdads dugout in foul territory, and it's the catcher, Clisby, who ranges over and makes the grab. Clisby, Parker, and Wheeler all went to it. The catcher had the best read. Brings up Mateo Heredia, 2 for 2 today. And like Wednesday, has been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a really tough game so far for Sonoma. Has had the Crawdads number. Can he get things going against the man who's retired every batter he's faced today? Well, takes the first pitch in the zone for a called strike. Jones has made it into scoring position both times he's reached today. Gets back in the count, 1-1. Beg your pardon, Heredia. Jones was just retired to start this inning. The 1-1. Bopped up. This time in front of a Stompers dugout in foul territory. Clisby running over, and it drops. That time it was Taylor, Clisby, and the pitcher Wheeler who all went to it. No one had the read on it that time.
Maybe the problem was they all had a read on it, and then no one called it.
No one called it.
I think neither of those are the catcher's ball. If there's a situation where the catcher doesn't have to catch the pop-up, they never should. It's harder to catch a pop-up in a catcher's glove, and you're jumping out of the squat and throwing off the mask. That should have been Cam Taylor's ball, in my opinion.
Can Heredia now capitalize? The 1-2 taken upstairs, ball 2. Ballerina count to Heredia. Hits that one foul and out of play down the first base side. Mateo, 5 for 6 in his last 6 at-bats versus Walnut Creek. He gets the 2-2, goes down swinging. Two quick outs for Paul Wheeler. Brings up Trent Keys with nobody on. I think Brant Cummings might have found someone he could turn to against Sonoma in closer games than this one right now.
I think he's going to turn to Paul Wheeler in just about every situation. This 3/4 lefty arm slots.
Finally allows a batter on, though. Trent Keys reaches via a hit by pitch. His 7th of the summer.
2 back of Hunter still. There was 2 back entering today. They both have 1. Oh, they don't. It was called back. He's
Yes,
just
it
one
was on
runner.
the.
Carlson has 9. Keys now has 8.
There you go. That's pretty exciting.
Uh,
I'm sure they love fighting for the who can get hit by a baseball most in the summer.
I don't think either of their head coaches enjoy it much.
I don't think Zach Pace enjoys it much. He'll take base runners, though, at this point in the game. That one fouled. And out of play by Angel Garcia, who's reached both times today with 2 walks. His first time facing Wheeler, though. Faced Wheeler back on Wednesday and struck out. This is his first time facing the lefty today. Gets the 0-1. Fouls that one. Laid on it again down the right field side.
Time to adjust. You were late on 90, you were late on 88. You have to pick it up out of the hand. If it's a fastball in the zone, you start a little bit earlier. Get things rolling for Ben Sebastiani.
Garcia has 3 extra base hits this year, 2 doubles and a home run. He's just trying to keep the inning going here. Takes a called strike 3. Paul Wheeler is money. Wheeling and dealing for the Crawdads. He's struck out 4. As we head to the top of the 7th, Stompers trail by 4. Kieran Costa takes you home on play-by-play on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Justin Jones, the new man out of the bullpen for Sonoma. He's gone 3 times already this season. This will be the 2nd time out of the bullpen. He's given up 6 earned runs and just struck out 5 over 7 innings of work. He hails from Walnut Creek, so pitching against what would theoretically be his hometown club. Now his 2nd season with Sonoma. Played the last couple of years, last year that is, at Delta College, a 5'10 righty. Was in at $185. The last time he faced the Crawdads were the last 3 innings of the CCL North title game. He went 3 innings, allowed just 1 run to score. That was the inherited runner from 2nd in the 10th. 5 strikeouts, no walks, and he earned the victory in that one. Stompers only trailed in that North title game at the most by 1. Here they trail by 4, the score 5-1. Hoping for some more late inning magic against the Crawdads, who have ghosts here at Arnold Field for sure. Jones's first pitch is off the corner away to Aldridge. Will be followed by Carlisle and then back to the top in Pulaski. Aldridge has popped out and walked. He also scored a run in that 5th inning. He takes inside corner for a called strike 1. 87 on the fastball from Jones.
Just got to continue to put up zeros. Trust your lineup to get some runs back.
Smolik to Rowland to Cortez, now Jones in the 7th. Stomps down 5-1. This is a broken back ground ball towards second. Europero bobbles it, recovers and throws to first in time. Misael Europero has fielded 3 out of the last 4 balls put in play by the Crawdads, and included 2 ground ball outs in the 6th. He gets the speedy Aldridge there, and Lucas Carlisle is having a nice little second game for the Crawdads. He was 0 for 3 with a walk in yesterday's win against San Francisco. Today he has a single, a walk, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and an RBI, putting things up in just about every category he can. He takes upstairs a fastball at 88. Packed house of Stomper fans hoping to see the Bats wake up here in the back third of the ball game. Jones exclusively from the stretch comes home high, and the count's 2-0. Carlisle from Santa Barbara City College is ahead of 2-0 against Justin Jones, who delivers over the outside edge. 88 again. That fastball, he knows how hard he needs to throw it. It's been 88 the first 3 pitches of the at-bat. He's behind 2-1 to Carlisle. Sonoma pitching, trying to keep Mr. Carlisle off the base paths for the first time today. 2-1 pitch on the way from Jones. Off the corner and low, the count's now 3 balls and a strike. 5 runs on 5 hits, aided by 3 Stomper errors are the Crawdads. A run on, aided by just 1 Stomper, 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 Crawdad errors. That one's high and inside, ball 4. Jones allows the walk. Carlisle is aboard for the 3rd time, and back to the top for Daniel Pulasic.
That's the most infuriating part about it, is that the Crawdads gave Sonoma the opportunity to strike back in the 4th. It's just they couldn't. Strikeouts. Everyone either reached or struck out that inning.
Stompers have struck out 9 times through 6 innings. They'd finally gotten their average strikeouts per game number under 10. That number will climb back up, barring a lot of contact in the last 3 innings. First pitch to Pulasic. Outside, says the home plate umpire Gary Frieders. So 9 strikeouts for Stompers hitting. They have walked twice and been hit by a pitch in the free pass department and left 6 runners on base. Crawdads trying to extend a 4-run lead. Dancing off first as Carlisle doesn't go. The pitch is popped up. Very shallow left field. Mike Jones heads towards the line and makes the play. That ball had a little more carry than I thought. Mike Jones read it nicely and went straight towards the line to make the catch. Jammed him on a fastball down and in. Jones now a pitch away from getting out of it against Kevin Parker, 0 for 3 with a run batted in. Struck out swinging in the 1st and the 3rd against Smolik. Had a ground ball, fielder's choice to score a run in that 4-run 5th. He takes upstairs. Jones once again behind the Crawdad hitter. These two better get used to each other. They play again on Tuesday and Wednesday. A little home and home to start what would be week number 5 of the CCL campaign. Garcia tries to frame a fastball but can't. Gary Frieders doesn't bite. The count's 2-0. Tuo gets the corner, 2-1. Took a couple ticks off that fastball down to 86. This is right around when the Stompers picked it up last season. They were hovering around the 500 mark, 8-8, 9-9, and then had a nice little 4-game win streak in late June. Fastball at the knees. It's been all heater here from Justin Jones in this outing. Sonoma hopefully can come back in this game. That would be their second win in a row. They also have the Alameda Merchants tomorrow, a 6:05 start. You can get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com. Runner goes on a 2-2. Garcia's throw down to second is late. Angel's throw was on the shortstop side of second base. His cousin, Misael Europero, the second baseman, went into a slide to catch it and then went all the way across his body to attempt to tag Lucas Carlisle, who picks up his second stolen base of the ball game and thus the season. There's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Jones to Parker. A peek at second and the offer from Jones. Struck him out swinging. Squeezed by Garcia. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Time to stretch here in Sonoma County. Stompers need to rally. They trail at 5-1.
The Sonoma Stompers are Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Late call from Gary Frieders on that play. It goes from a strikeout for Justin Jones. Instead, it's catcher's interference on the Stomper backstop Garcia. So the inning continues. The Stomps were off the field. Take Me Out to the Ball Game was playing. Gary Frieders wanted no part of the fun and commotion at the ballpark, and we play on in the top of the 7th.
Come on, Gary.
Come on, Gary.
No
Sing
one
a
likes,
tune.
no one
Have
likes
some
party
fun.
foul.
No, that's party foul on Gary Frieders. First and second, 2 outs. The inning continues. Jones to Sutter Moss, and it misses low. Hopefully, Justin Jones can retire Moss, the designated hitter, and not allow any runs to score. A break goes the Crawdads' way. Jones to the lefty Moss. Runners go again. Swing, foul into the glove of Garcia. The throw down to third. Zach Ellenthorpe says safe. A frustrating inning behind the dish for Angel Garcia. That's Carlisle's 3rd steal of the game. He's at third base. The trail runner was Parker. 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs. And that's a really nice play by Angel Garcia. You rarely see a catcher be able to get up and make a accurate throw on a steal on a foul tip into his glove. Heads up by Garcia. 1-1, called strike over the outside edge, 1-2. Jones once again a pitch away from getting out of it. One ball and 2 strikes. This one's bounced back up the middle. DeRommler on the second base side can't come up with it. E6 charged against the captain of the Stomper infield, so no RBI for Moss. In comes the run. Carlisle to third base goes Parker.
That is frustrating. You thought you were out of the inning, and then the catcher's interference, and then you get an error to score a run. Stompers against the Crawdads the last 2 days. I don't think anything sums up it better than that.
It feels like it's been the Stompers against the Stompers out there tonight. Jones blows it by Clisby. The rally was in part to 3 straight walks by Stomper pitching in the 5th inning. Justin Jones looks like he's gotten out of this one, a catcher's interference, and then an error by DeRommler on a weird little ground ball up the middle. Jones bears down to get ahead 0-2 on Brandon Clisby. 6-1 now your score. It'll be Ben Sebastiani, Chase Taylor, and back to the top in Misael Urapero, where the Stompers now trying to dig out of a 5-run deficit. Jones has to keep it right there. No balls and 2 strikes. Clisby 0 for 3 on the day. Justin's delivery struck him out swinging on a high fastball. The inning now is over. For the Crawdads, 1 run on no hits, an error, a catcher's interference, and 1 left. Now it's time to stretch a different score, 6-1.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Bottom of the 7th, new arm into the game, and his first pitch to Ben Sebastiani is high. The new man is Wade Mounts, a 6'7", 255-pound right-hander who did not play last season at San Jose State. He's making just his 3rd appearance for the Crawdads. A tough go so far. In 2 innings, he's allowed 4 earned runs. And Brandon Clisby is going to immediately come out to the mound after just 1 pitch. He relieves Paul Wheeler to the delight of everybody in the Stompers dugout. Wheeler went 2 1/3 innings, no hits, 1 hit by pitch, and 4 strikeouts. He was dominant, to say the least, but the Stompers can try and get things rolling here against Mounts. In those 2 innings, he's allowed 6 hits. He's yet to strike anybody out, but he hasn't walked anybody. Stompers are going to get pitches to hit, and they're going to have to do damage. Down 6-1. Mounts' pitch. Sebastiani takes a called strike on the inside edge. Freighter's giving it off the inside and the outside corner today. The zone stayed pretty consistent from the home plate umpire, who says that one must have missed low. 2-1.
And while Mounts didn't pitch last spring with San Jose State, he did the year before in 2025 and allowed 11 runs. And
Sebastiani, a weak ground ball to shortstop. Elijah Ramos knocks it down and can't recover. Ramos has played so many innings on a tough Stomper Arnold Field infield. That time he could not come up with it. E6 charge to the former Stomp. Then Sebastiani reaches.
as I was saying, he struggled as 1 year pitching with San Jose State in 25. 2 1/3, struck out, allowed 11 runs, beg your pardon.
Taylor squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1.
9 walks to 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. Rough go of things.
Now or never here for the Stompers bats. Taylor takes inside again, 2-0. Stompers are going to send Bryson Ayala out to pinch hit for Misael Europero in the leadoff spot. Zach Pace wants a righty. Taylor had 2-0, now it's 3-0.
I'd imagine it also means DeRomular might move to second and then Ayala to short.
Or
Tino
Ayala at
comes-
second, too.
Yeah.
Bryson's played some second base at Tulane. 3-0 to Taylor, way inside ball 4. First free pass allowed this season by Wade Mounts. Good time for the new Stomper hitter, as at first there will be a meeting at the mound. Ayala this year is hitting 143. He's getting on base at a 250 clip. He has 6 hits, 2 of those for extra base, a triple and a home run, and 5 RBI. 5 walks to 15 strikeouts for Ayala, who's going through a little bit of a rough patch at the plate. But Zach Pace was talking to him at batting practice today and just cracking jokes, loosening up a little bit, and said, "You're not going to be in there to start today, but you're a good player. I don't want you to worry about it. You have to go out there and believe you're a good player." It definitely worked. Ayala committed to Tulane before his senior year of high school. Played down in Florida from Melbourne down on the coast. First pitch, Ayala takes low and outside 1-0.
Or as my mom would say, Melbourne.
Melbourne. I don't know if that's how they say it in Florida. Melbourne, maybe.
Wouldn't imagine. I've been told Southern accent's probably the closest thing to an Australian accent in America.
I mean, do you even have a Southern accent in Florida? Ayala takes low and away 2-0.
Probably
Like
not as
Floridians have their own accent.
Right. Own
I don't
way of
think it's
life.
really
Florida's
close
its own
to
thing.
anything.
Florida's its own thing.
Exactly. Stompers have 2 runners on with nobody out. Bryson Ayala ahead in the count, 2-0. Mounts stares in to get the sign. 6'7" Wade Mounts against 6'6" Bryson Ayala. It's the hitter way out in front, 3-0. Dangerous spot to be against a powerful right-handed hitter.
Crawdad speeding up some warm-ups in their bullpen. They do not want to make this thing close.
3-0. Mounts has to come into the zone to Ayala, and he does. 85 on the fastball in there. That snaps what was 7 consecutive pitches out of the zone. Ayala takes again, called strike on the outside edge. Very nice pitch from Wade Mounds, paints the black, and all of a sudden the counts run full 3-2. Ayala swings and hits this one to right and deep. Aldridge has a beat on it right on the lip of the warning track. He makes the catch. To third base is Ben Sebastiani. So that's a quality at bat for Ayala. He'll get a Q next to his name in the Stompers scorebook. He advances a runner to third with less than 2 outs. Gave that ball a ride the other way, but Aldridge had it 1 down. Fastball down in the zone. He shot it to the opposite field. Now it's the Stomper. Other shortstop on the roster, Kays DeRomalar. 5 hits over his last 3 games. That includes a double in the first. He's behind Mounts, 0-1. He doubled. He went to third on a pass ball. Since then, he's grounded out and popped out. Big spot, 7th inning. Crawdad 6, Stompers 1.
Now or never. Got to get runs. A crooked number would be fantastic.
Runner goes. DeRomalar swings and sends it to left field. Pulasic back, shy of the warning track, comes on to make the catch. Tagging is Ben Sebastiani. He will score. RBI for Kays DeRomalar. Stompers inch closer. It's now 6-2.
Another run. This is a perfect guy to do it. Carlson needs to come up big here. Keep the inning going.
The designated hitter from Georgia State, number 52, Hunter Carlson.
This inning started with an error and a walk. On first, with runners on first and second, Ayala moved Sebastiani to third with a fly ball. DeRomalar knocked him in the same way.
I mean, if you heard that, Karen, you'd say just a run wouldn't be enough.
That was the 4th error to go along with 3 pass balls for Walnut Creek. Carlson ahead in the count 1-0, and they have Taylor picked off. He's in a rundown between first and second. Cam Taylor is going to give way to the shortstop. I think that was, in the end, the third baseman Parker, who tags out the runner. The side is retired. Chase Taylor vaulting from first. He's picked off. The Stompers get 1 run on no hits, a Walnut Creek error, and nobody left. We head to the 8th. The score 6-2.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Couple defensive changes for the Stompers in the 8th. Andrew Bonfili takes over behind the plate. Nick Sebastiani is the new left fielder. Bryson Ayala stays in the game to play shortstop. Kays DeRomalar moves from shortstop to second. And Justin Jones gets set to deliver to Bryden Bull. Jones's first pitch to the lefty is hit hard down the left field line and foul. It's off the fencing in front of the Flybird Margarita Lounge here on Flybird Margarita Night at Arnold Field. To go along with a late birthday party for Donnie Sebastiani down there in that group area. Ben Sebastiani's dad's birthday was Wednesday. 0-1's cut on and missed by Bryden Bull. Stompers have one more home game to round out the week. That'll be tomorrow night at 6:05. You can find tickets at stompersbaseball.com. 0-2 pitch, Jones to Bull. Way high.
And good opportunity to get a win tomorrow night against Alameda, a Merchants team that put up 23 runs against the San Francisco Seagulls today. I promise I double-checked that myself.
23-6. The final at the College of Alameda. 1-2 pitch to Bryden Bull is hit to second to Romular. His first test there, he passes easily. And Bryden Bull, who entered play, hitting .333, is now 1 for 3. Cam Taylor gets a chance. A lefty in the 8th inning. A 6-2 ball game. The Stompers have pulled themselves back within a slam. It's a whole lot to ask, but Sonoma will have the heart of the order due up. That'll be Hunter Carlson, then Nick Sebastiani will get his first at bat, then Mateo Heredia. First, Jones has to get out of the top of this 8th, and he misses outside to Taylor. Cam Taylor in today's ballgame, his first hit of the summer. He's 1 for 12. He also had an RBI double against the Stompers in last year's North title. He hits this one a mile high down the third baseline. Mateo Heredia, the third baseman, traces back and makes the catch. In foul territory, there's quickly 2 down.
Good communication there from Andrew Bonfili as the catcher, yelling out back, and Heredia took a couple steps back. That's where he needed to be to make that grab.
Elijah Ramos walked and scored in the 5th to sandwich a couple of ground balls to third. First pitch to Ramos there for a called strike 1. Justin Jones has been pretty solid. He gave up just 1 walk in that 7th inning, and then a catcher's interference in an E6 forced home the run. Sloppy 7th inning for Sonoma on the defensive side. 0-1 pitch to Ramos, outside and low, 1-1.
Just need zeros at this point.
A ball and a strike on a man nicknamed AR when he was playing here in Sonoma as he takes up and in. Now we just think of him as Crawdad's number 9. No love lost between these two. The 2-1 pitch is hit foul past Brand Cummings in the third base coaching box. It's of course a joke. Elijah Ramos welcomed back with open arms here in Sonoma. Lots of his family in attendance. Elijah was so good for Sonoma. Got the all-star nod down in Compton. Could not replicate that 2024 CCL season though in the East Bay. 2-2 pitch. High, filler up at 3-2. Action in the Crawdads bullpen. Wade Mounts might be done after just an inning. Payoff pitch comes Jones to Ramos. Here it is. Bounce foul will do it again from full. Payoff pitch to Ramos, in and out of the glove of Bonfile. A very good battle between these two. Ramos will live to see an 8th pitch. Stompers, as we mentioned, host the Merchants tomorrow. Walnut Creek will host San Francisco, and then these two will do it again in the midweek. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 8th. Justin Jones stares in to get his sign from Bonfili and delivers. Struck out. Ramos swinging on a high fastball. Elijah Ramos chases way up out of the zone, and the side is retired. Justin Jones works a 1-2-3-8. Sonoma down 4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been...
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Hunter Carlson, Nick Sebastiani, and Mateo Heredia against the new arm. And that would be Samuel Johnston, who redshirted his freshman season at Cal Berkeley. Mounds went 1 inning, gave up an unearned run on a walk. He gives way to Johnston, who makes just his second appearance. He went 1 shutout inning against the Philippines baseball group without a walk or a strikeout or a hit. And he misses low. It's 2-0 to Hunter Carlson.
And Johnston, high school teammates with Tino Vassell back in Pleasant Hills.
And I wonder how much faith Brant Cummings has in him, because there's already a righty up and loosening behind him. 2-0 to Carlson. Over but low, 3-0.
Well, that decision could be looking smart right now. I mean, 3 balls in a row. Carlson, pitch around him. He's got a good eye.
3-0 pitch. Carlson takes a called strike. 3-1. Nick Sebastiani on deck. He's been haunting Crawdad nightmares for now almost 10 months. 3-1. Carlson takes. Curveball that misses for ball 4. Hunter's aboard for the first time today. And Nick Sebastiani will pinch hit for Mike Jones.
Now batting, number 6, Nick
Sebastiani getting his first at bat. He came in defensively to relieve Jones in the top of the inning. A check on Carlson at first. He scampers back without a dive.
It must feel good if you're Hunter Carlson. Only 2 or 3 stolen bases on the year. Never been a threat to run too much.
Sebastiani awaits the first pitch. Sidestep delivery is a curveball that Clisby could not squeeze, and I think that's one of the reasons it was called ball one, close pitch on the inside edge.
Carlson also has stitches still on his cheek,
Yeah, I
and
don't
that's
think
probably
he wants
why
any throws going towards him at first
not
base.
at all.
Slated to have those stitches removed tomorrow morning. 1-0 pitch. Sebastiani takes up and outside 2-0. Even if he can hit this one a mile to left, it would just cut the lead in half. 2-0 to him is low 3-0, and Nate, I think you were right when you praised Brant Cummings for having a reliever up. Struggling with the command is Johnston, who has now missed with 7 of 8 pitches.
The misses
Start
have
his
been
outing.
more competitive than Mounce's were, though.
Another check back on Carlson, who's forced to dive back to first base. Exactly what Zach Pace did not want him to have to do with those stitches on his chin. Got to come in the zone 3-0 to Nick Sebastiani. A get me over. Finds the top of the zone at 87. Stompers have the leadoff runner on first. That was Carlson with a walk. Nick Sebastiani in his first at-bat ahead in the count, 3-1. He hits it hard down the right field line, but foul. And from 3-0 to 3-2. Nice job by Johnston. Payoff pitch to Sebastiani. Checked his swing, takes it low, it's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open up the frame, which means the tying run comes out to the on-deck circle, and Mateo Heredia digs into the box.
Mateo's got to either get on or advance these runners at the very least. It's a big moment here for Heredia.
And first we'll have a meeting at the mound as everyone's going to come out to the hill to discuss this one. Anthony Shepler has come out on deck, and I like the decision from Zach Pace. Shepler's at-bats have been a whole lot better lately. Had the double against Menlo Park on the road on Thursday. Got the start yesterday, had a single. Trent Keys struggling.
And struggling
lately.
specifically with runners on. He had two in scoring position back in the 4th with nobody out and struck out. 3 RBIs on the year. I like that decision from Skip.
Stompers are threatening with first and second and nobody out. Johnston to Heredia. Mateo 7 for 27 on the season. Right-handed hitter Johnson from the slide step, curveball up high, 1-0. Didn't snap the wrist and finish that pitch, just a curveball that drifted up towards Heredia's head. Stompers looking to pull ever closer in this 8th. Heredia takes another curveball. That one drops in for a called strike 1.
Right over the plate.
It's a good pitch. Struggling with your command. Maybe the meeting at the mound was to tell him to go to the hook a little bit more. 1-1 to Heredia. Curveball again, this one low. Somebody in that Crawdad bullpen saw that Johnson's curveball was looking a lot better than his fastball. He's thrown 3 straight to Heredia. Let's see what he comes with on a 2-1. That's the fastball, and Mateo's late 2-2.
Attack with the off speed to set up the heat.
Beautiful job of pitching backwards by Johnston. Usually we go fastball, fastball, fastball to set up a breaking ball. 3 straight curveballs set up the heater there. 2-2 pitch. Heredia takes A called strike 3. Back to the hook. Already I watched it go by for strike number 3. 10th strikeout for Walnut Creek pitching. And here comes the pinch hitter, Anthony Shepler. Shep this season is 3 for 23. A double and a couple RBI. Left-handed hitter, open stance. Takes low and outside and to the backstop. Clisby with an ugly block attempt at that one. Sort of fell backwards onto his haunches and then could not stop that one from going to the screen. Second and third, the double plays out of order, and Shepler has a chance to double his RBI count.
That looked more like a goalie trying to make a penalty save in soccer than it did a catcher trying to catch a ball.
Stompers will take the free 90s any way they can get him. Crawdad infield playing back, except at third Parker plays in. Shifted Shepler to the pull side. That one outside, out of the glove of Clisby. Tough day behind the dish for Brandon. Angel Garcia on deck.
Catcher came in a game at the top of this inning, Andrew Bonfili rather.
2-0 to Shepler, outside 3-0. 3 straight fastballs have missed to the arm side. Shepler really has to key in on a spot here if he's going to swing 3-0.
I'd expect the hook.
He gets a fastball for a called strike on the outside edge. Now maybe I would expect the hook. Is it really the only pitch he can control this inning? A 3-0 curveball would have had me floored. 3-1 pitch to Shepler. It is a fastball foul back to the screen. Good pitch to attack. Shepler gets a little dirt on the hands. No batting gloves for the powerful lefty from San Marin. Runners lead from second and third with 1 out. 3-2 offer. Shepler takes outside ball 4. Third walk of the year drawn by Shep, and it's a big one off the bench. Andrew Bonfili represents the tying run.
Cutting this in half with 1 out, bases loaded. That should be the expectation for the inning, Karen, at this point. Another 1 spot won't be enough. 3 runs against the best of Walnut Creek in the 9th is going to be tough.
Brant Cummings comes to the mound, breaking the action. Pitching change here as it is the second mound visit of the inning. Brant waiting to make the call.
Is he making the call?
He is. He think there the bullpen door will swing open. That'll be it for Sam Johnston. Andrew Bonfili represents the tying run. He'll face a new pitcher on the other side. 6-2 Crawdads. Drama brewing in the 8th.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Witten Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Witten Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Jacob Cobrin, the fifth pitcher today for Brant Cummings' crew, the 6'3", 210 righty, redshirted for Sacramento State his freshman season. He's making his 9th appearance for the Crawdads in their 18th league game, so a reliever that Brant Cummings willing to go to. He's gone 9 innings in those 8 appearances. He's allowed 6 earned runs. 3 of those were against the Stompers back on June the 5th. He delivers a first pitch fastball at 92. All Andrew Bonfili can do is watch it go by for strike number 1. Bonfili this season, 3 for 13 with an RBI. He bounces this one back up the middle. Ramos knocks it down, goes to the bag, throws to first, wide, and it kicks past Taylor. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one. Bonfili heads towards second base. The throw there is in time. 2 runs come across the plate on the ground ball. Fielder's choice. Sonoma in the inning get 2 runs on no hits and nobody left. We go to the 9th inning. Sonoma within 2 at 6-4.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. It kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Jaden Ramos out of the Stomper bullpen. He will work against Shane Aldridge, Lucas Carlisle, and then the top of the order. He comes on to relieve Justin Jones. Ramos, a righty from the windup, pitched at San Joaquin Delta College, appeared in just a couple games there as he misses. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Played at Franklin High School. He's from Elk Grove, California. Ramos's 2-0 pitch is up and away, 3-0. Jaden's been very good. In 3 appearances, he's gone 3 2/3 innings without allowing a run. He's struck out 5, and that's good for a 1-0 record. He relieves Justin Jones, who went 2 innings of work, and we'll give you his line after the 3-0 pitch to Aldridge is a called strike 1. Ramos has yet to allow a walk. His 3-1 issues his first walk. It's worked by Shane Aldridge, the second free pass he has today. Leadoff man aboard in the 9th for the Crawdads, trying to extend what's now just a 6-4 lead.
Zero. That's all you can ask for. Don't care how you do it. You just got to put up a 0.
Ramos now from the stretch. Aldridge, a short leadoff first held by Shepler. Carlisle squares to bunt and takes it low outside for ball 1. The infield has Shepler at first, DeRomuller at second, Ayala at shortstop, and Heredia at third. Bonfili catches Jaden Ramos. His 1-0 pitch, squares to bunt again, and it's a beauty up the third base line. Bonfili's going to try and make the play, and he can't. Heading to third base now is the runner Aldridge, and he is safe. Carlisle's safe at first on a single. Aldridge gets to third on an E2. I think that should go as an E3 on Shepler. Couldn't corral the throw from Bonfili. Runners at first and third. The pitch is high. Beautiful bunt single there from Carlisle. And the Crawdads have a chance to push the lead back up a couple more runs. The Stompers got within 2 here. Ramos trying to hold it there. Way off the bag was Carlisle's already stolen 3 bases today. Jaden Ramos steps off.
Carlisle kind of having that Wesley Bass impact on the bases early for his new team.
This one's popped up by Pulisic down the third base line. Heredia looking up, and he watches it drift out of play. Over the fence, drops into the Flybird Margarita Lounge. 6-4 ball game in the top of the 9th. Sonoma got a single run in the 2nd, a single run in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. The Crawdads did their damage with a single run in the 3rd, a 4-run 5th, and then they tacked one on in the 7th as well. Trying to add to it here. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 1-1 pitch to Daniel Pulasic is called a ball inside. 2-1. Shepler holds the runner at first. DeRomuller and Ayala play for 2 up the middle. Heredia even with the bag over a third. Ramos is 2-1. That one's to the backstop. Here comes the run. There'll be a play at the plate. Bonfili's toss is high. It's a wild pitch charged to Ramos, which allows the run to score. To second base goes Carlisle. And the Crawdads push it back to a 7-4 cushion. The pitch was, of course, a ball. It's 3-1.
Bites. Really bites.
It's a beautiful small ball inning by Walnut Creek. Walk, bunt, single.
Zach
making
Pace.
Stompers play catch.
If Stompers put up this inning and they're in this position, Zach Pace would be over the moon.
3-1 is pop foul 3-2.
This is Stompers ball to a T. Walks and singles and bunts. That's bunt single. I mean, come on.
Those are 2 things Zach Pace says a lot. If you bunt it and make them play catch, good things will happen. That's exactly what happened there. The Stompers struggled to play catch. 3-2 pitch to Pulasic is bounced to the first base side. Shepler can't corral it. It's going to roll towards second base. Scoring is the runner Carlisle. It's an E3 on Shepler.
Took a really weird hop kind of in between that infield grass and dirt. I feel like that should be ruled a hit.
It's a one hopper right to Shepler.
It was an awful bounce. It was an
wasn't
awful
a bad hop.
hop.
It hit the lip. You have to know how to read it off the lip as a first baseman, I would say. It wasn't Anthony Shepler's played a very good first base this year. I think that's a play he'd want to make. This ball is crushed to deep left field. It's going to one-hop off the wall. Sebastiani chases it down off the carom. Brant Cummings a late stop sign. A booming double for Kevin Parker. And things unraveling on Jaden Ramos here in the ninth. 3 runs home in the inning with nobody out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 11, Sutter Moss.
Just 2 home in the inning. Holding at third base was Pulasic, a very, very late stop sign. 2 in, 2 on, no out, and the pitch to Moss is taken low and outside. 8-4 your score. The Crawdads could blow it open with 2 runners in scoring position. And still nobody out. Stomper infield plays back. A fastball misses low from Ramos. 2 and nothing. Foul back to the screen. The count's 2-1. Stompers made this a ball game with 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. If Jaden Ramos had come in and shut the door here in the 9th, the Stompers would have just needed 1 base runner to bring the tying run to the plate. Instead, they trail now by 4. Moss swings and misses. Beat on a fastball top of the zone by Ramos. The count's 2-2. A walk, a bunt single, a throwing error, or error on the first baseman on the bunt allowed a runner to go to third, and then another error on the first baseman. Shepler allowed a run to score, and then a double from Kevin Parker. 2-2 count now to Sutter Moss. He takes off the corner filler up at 3-2. Both teams have made 5 errors as Moss hits this one foul.
When I said it was going to be very hard for Sonoma to have 5 errors again in a game this season in the pregame show, boy, was I proven wrong.
Smolik to Rowland to Cortez to Jones, now to Ramos. Looking to get the last 3 outs and get the Stompers' bats back up. This is a pop-up on the infield. Mateo Heredia makes the play.
I mean, ultimately, though, I don't think it's the errors that is what cost the Stompers this game. I think it's the combination of that bottom of the 4th and the top of the 5th, where you leave the bases loaded with 1 out, leave 2 in scoring position with nobody out, and then you allow the Crawdads to put up 4 runs on 3 straight walks and a single. That's what lost you the game.
Now it's Clisby's turn, and he takes outside and low. Has put you in a position, if results hold, the Stompers lose the game. We've seen comebacks crazier than this.
We're a run away from a 9-4 lead.
I wish the Stompers had another chance to come back in that 9-4-1. That one is just below 2-0.
I think the Stompers would prefer a 12-7 lead heading into their 9th inning of hitting. 12-7 deficit, excuse me.
Deficit. 2-0. Misses low. 3-0 on Brandon Clisby, who's grounded out to second, to short, popped out to the shortstop, and struck out swinging. 0 for 4 entering this at bat. He's ahead in the count 3-0. Get Me Overs in there, and it's now 3-1. Bryden Bull on deck. Ramos sets at the belt, throws a 3-1. That's fouled at home plate. Got a piece of Andrew Bonfili. And the count's full of 3-2. Gary Frieders will walk the baseball back out to Ramos to give Bonfili a second. But the catcher waves off Zach Pace. He seems to be okay. Just a stinger. I think that foul ball caught him in the throwing hand. Tough go today for the Stomps.
Say that in all three of their losses, Karen. Only yourself to blame.
3-2 pitch is bounced back up the middle. Ayala can't get it. It's into center field. That's going to plate another 2. And just like that, it's 10-4. And the second 4-run inning we've seen today. Couple RBIs for Clisby. Runs driven in number 5 and 6.
Pitch away from getting out of it.
And that single means every single Crawdad has reached base. Bull takes a called strike 1. His time aboard was in the second on a single. Since then, he struck out and grounded out twice to the second baseman.
That'd be a nice result if you could repeat that.
Ramos to Bull, the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Second time in 3 nights, the Stompers have given up double digits. Pitch to Bull is bounced to third. Heredia on the backhand. Only throw is to first, and he makes it in time. Mateo Heredia is playing a real nice third base today. He's showing off the arm that can touch 90 miles an hour when he's on the mound.
And he made the smart throw there. He wasn't going to have a play at second to turn 2. Just get the second out.
Moving into scoring position is Clisby, and that brings up Cam Taylor. 1 for 4 as well. Takes outside, changeup misses, 1-0. Stompers and the Merchants tomorrow. Gates open at 5:30. Pre-game show starts at 5:50. First pitch at 6:05. Miracle League night at the ballpark. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com. Taylor swings and misses 1-1. Then the Stompers have the off day Monday. They host the Crawdads again on Tuesday and head up to Walnut Creek on Wednesday. There's a 1-1 fastball for a called strike. Ramos is 1-2. Taylor strikes out swinging, but the Crawdads send 8 men to the plate. They score 4 runs on 3 hits, and Sonoma charged with 2 errors in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last looks. The Stompers trail by 6.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Bottom of the ninth, the Stompers need 6 to tie and 7 to win. Ben Sebastiani leads things off. He's 0 for 3 today. Struck out twice and reached on an error. He's also scored a run. That was in the 7th. He faces Jacob Cobrin, who finds the outside edge. It's 0-1. Connor Johnston comes out on deck to pinch hit for Chase Taylor. Fastball misses off the corner this time, 1-1. Stompers are in danger of handing the Crawdads what would be their 10th victory in a row, the second double-digit win streak for a team in the CCL North.
Second one to happen against Sonoma as well. Both Slow's 10th win of their win streak was against the Stomps. Crawdads 3 outs away from doing the same.
Sebastiani fouls it back. A nice battle from the right-handed hitter. Sebastiani strikes out swinging. Cobrin's first strikeout.
Crawdads are, assuming they get the final 2 outs, would still be 3 outs away from matching the W13 of the Blues. That's the longest we've seen in the CCL North this summer. Having 4 away from having a W14, which would be the most.
Crawdads would have to beat the Stompers 2 more times to get to a 13-game win streak, and I'm confident to say I do not think that will happen. Hard to beat a team 4 times in a row, especially a rivalry like Sonoma and Walnut Creek, as this one's foul back to the screen.
Again, yeah, it's 2 to 3 aspects, and I guess really, well, 3 aspects were great for Sonoma today, but
1-1 misses outside, 2-1 to Johnston. Chase Taylor's day ends going 1 for 2 with an RBI. He also struck out. He walked as well. Johnston bends back out of the way of that fastball that counts 3 balls and 1 strike. Johnson hits it hard and fair down the third base line. Pulisic comes in to get it. Johnson with a big turn. He heads towards second. The throw kicks away, and it's a double for Connor Johnston. Aggressive base running off the bench for Johnston, but it pays off this time. He's on second.
fucking speed right there. It's a weapon if you can turn 2 on a hit like that.
Bryson Ayala gets his second chance at things. He hit a fly ball to right his first time up. That advanced a runner. He's 0 for 1. He swings and misses here, 1-1. That's Johnston's first extra base hit of the year. A double. Ayala takes. Called strike, top of the zone. You often see the strike zone to Ayala, who's 6'6", extended down at the bottom of the zone. You rarely see it extended up towards the top. 1-2 pitch from Coburn. Peeks at Johnston at second base and comes home. Ayala chases a breaking ball. Second strikeout for Coburn, and Kays DeRomular represents the Stompers' last chance.
Now batting, the shortstop from Vanguard University.
DeRomular, the new man at Vanguard, he announced earlier this week after a couple of years at Santa Rosa Junior College. Ten to 4 your score. 2 outs, man at second, bottom of the 9th. The pitch to Kays is upstairs, 1-0.
Clisby popped up there like he was ready to throw on a back pick to second.
I don't think Ramos had the same thought. Nobody to throw to down at the second base bag. 1-0, DeRomular takes. Called strike, 1-1. Slider clipped the top of the zone.
Johnson's really taking aggressive secondary off of the second base.
You're not going to take third. You wouldn't get a stolen base anyway. DeRomular hits it foul. If he goes, more than likely it would be catcher's indifference. I don't think you're trying to throw out runners at third, up 10 to 4 in inning number 9. One-two pitch to DeRomular. In on the hands, hit foul towards the screen over the head of Carlson in the on-deck circle, first base side. Both teams have made 5 errors in this game, so maybe the sloppy defensive play cancels each other out. The Crawdads out hitting the Stompers 8 to 5. The left on base numbers also a big difference. Crawdads have left 4, Sonoma's left 7. DeRomular takes high again, 93 miles an hour from Jacob Coburn. Then the count's 2-2.
And that's still come with, 1, 2, 3 innings back in the 3rd and the 5th for Walnut Creek. And
pitch to DeRomular, low outside, filler up at 3-2. Stompers left a runner in the 1st and the 2nd. Left them loaded in the 4th. Lone runners in the 6th and the 7th as well. DeRomular trying to reach base here, and he will as he takes ball 4. Second time aboard for Kays. Hunter Carlson will come to the plate.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Georgia State, number 52, Hunter Carlson.
Carlson trying to just extend this game a little bit longer. The first pitch to Hunter is up and out, 1-0. 92 again, live arm from Coburn, the second Sacramento State guy to go for Brant Cummings today on the bookends. Devin James started, Coburn trying to finish this one out. Carlson calls time at home plate. Johnston's at second, DeRomular's at first. The 1-0 pitch to Carlson is hit high in the air. Very shallow center field. It's the second baseman, Carlisle, who squeezes it to end the ball game. The Stompers fall to the Crawdads by the final score of 10 to 4. The winning pitchers, Paul Wheeler. The losers, Ethan Rowland. We'll be back with the totals after this.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Tough go today at Arnold Field. Stompers lose 10-4 to the Walnut Creek Crawdads. 10-8-5 triumphs over 4-5-5. An ugly one on both sides of the ball. A combined 10 errors between the two ball clubs. Crooked numbers for the Crawdads. A 4 spot in the 5th and then another 4 spot in the 9th. Walnut Creek only left 4 runners on base. The Stompers, on the other hand, left 9. Devin James got the start. He gave way to Paul Wheeler, then Wade Mount, Sam Johnson, and Jacob Coburn finished it off, getting the last 4 outs without allowing a run on just 1 hit. He also picked up a couple of strikeouts. On the Stompers side, it was Luke Zamolik, magnificent, 4 innings of 1-run ball. Ethan Rowland struggled. He faced 4 hitters. He gave up 3 walks and a single on 19 pitches. Mason Cortez to Justin Jones, and finally Jaden Ramos. One more time, Wheeler the winner over Rowland. 2-0 for Wheeler, 0-1 for Rowland. The game ended at 9:24, 3 hours and 10 minutes after it started. So time of game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Your final totals, 10-8-5, triumph over 4-5-5. Rowland over Wheeler, and Walnut Creek is 14-4 on a 10-game winning streak. Sonoma 9-11. This is their first loss after last night's win against the Merchants. We're back on the air tomorrow starting at 5:45. The pregame show starts at 5:50. We're slated for a 6:05 first pitch between the Sonoma Stompers and the Alameda Merchants. Sonoma trying to end the week with a win. But for now, here from Arnold Field, for Lucas Sebastiani on the stats and my broadcast partner Nate Martin, Stomps fall 10-4, and I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to StompersBaseball.com.